think your memories are like videos saved perfectly in your brain? Hit play, rewind, same clip every time? Yeah, about that. Your brain is kind of a terrible video editor. Every single time you remember something, your brain quietly changes it. Not on purpose. Not to mess with you. But it does. Every time. And by the end of this video, you might start questioning memories you were absolutely sure happened exactly the way you remember them. Let's start with something simple. Think about your last birthday. Not this year. The one before that. Where were you? Who was there? What cake did you have? Now here's the weird part. That version of the birthday you just pictured? It's already been edited. Your brain didn't open a dusty old file called link2birthday_final.mp4. It recreated the memory from scratch, using feelings, guesses, and a few missing puzzle pieces it just made up on the spot. Basically, your brain said, close enough. And the wild thing is you didn't notice. Memories don't work like recordings. They work more like stories you keep retelling. And every time you tell a story, it changes just a little. Think about a funny moment with your friends. The first time it happened, maybe it was mildly funny. The second time you told it, you exaggerated a bit. The third time, the punchline landed harder. A year later, it's now the funniest thing that has ever happened to anyone in human history. Did it actually happen that way? Probably not. But your brain doesn't care. Your brain cares about meaning, not accuracy. Here's a real-life example. Imagine you're in school. The teacher asks a question. You raise your hand confidently and get it completely wrong. Everyone laughs. You feel embarrassed. Your face gets hot. Years later, you remember this moment as, everyone laughed at me. But did everyone laugh? Or was it maybe two people? Or maybe no one, and you just felt like they did? Your brain blended emotion into the memory, like a bad Instagram filter. Now that memory isn't just I answered wrong. It's I was humiliated. And every time you recall it, that feeling gets reinforced. Your brain goes, yes, this memory again. Let's make it extra emotional. And boom, edited again. This is called memory reconsolidation. Fancy name, simple idea. When you remember something, your brain temporarily takes the memory apart, then puts it back together. And during that rebuilding process, stuff changes. Details get dropped. New details sneak in. Emotions turn up the volume. It's like opening a Word document, hitting save, and not realizing autocorrect just changed half the sentence. Except, this document is your childhood. Here's where it gets even stranger. Your current mood can edit your past. If you're happy right now, you're more likely to remember past events as nicer. If you're sad, your brain digs up the darker versions. Same event, different edit. That's why two siblings can remember the same childhood completely differently. One says we had the best childhood ever. The other says it was awful. Same house, same parents, same events, different editors. Your brain isn't lying. It's interpreting. And interpretation changes over time. Let's talk about confidence. Have you ever been 100% sure about a memory, only for someone else to say, that never happened? And you're like, yes it did. I remember it clearly. Plot twist. You might both be wrong, or both right, because your brains save different versions. There have been experiments where people were shown fake childhood photos, like a picture of them in a hot air balloon that never existed. After being asked about it enough times, people started remembering the event, not imagining it, not guessing, remembering it. They could describe the wind, the feeling, who was there. Their brain fully committed to the edit. That's how powerful recall is. Every time you remember something, you're not pulling it off a shelf. You're rebuilding it. And rebuilding something over and over changes it. Think about your favorite song. The first time you heard it, it hit differently. Now, after hearing it 100 times, it feels familiar, comfortable. Same song, different experience. Memories are like that too. The more you replay them, the more they evolve. Sometimes they get softer, sometimes sharper, sometimes completely wrong. And here's the funny part. Your brain doesn't warn you. There's no pop-up saying, "Hey, this memory may contain edits." It just plays confidently. Which is why people argue over things that happened years ago with absolute certainty. "I know you said that." "No, I didn't." "Yes, you did." "No, you did." Meanwhile, both brains are like, "Trust me, bro. Memory isn't a camera. It's a storyteller. And storytellers love drama. Your brain fills gaps using logic, expectations, and vibes. Did your friend show up late? Your brain might remember them being very late because you were annoyed. Did someone ignore your text? Your brain might remember it as intentional. Your feelings sneak into the memory and rewrite it. That's why old arguments feel worse over time. That's why nostalgia feels warmer. That's why embarrassing moments feel bigger than they really were. Your brain edits memories to protect you, teach you, and sometimes mess with you. And this isn't a flaw. It's actually useful. If memories never changed, you'd be stuck emotionally reliving everything the same way forever. You wouldn't heal. You wouldn't grow. Your brain softens pain over time, or sharpens lessons so you don't repeat mistakes. It's like emotional software updates, sometimes buggy, sometimes helpful. So next time you think, "I remember that perfectly," just know, your brain probably tweaked it a little. And that's okay, because memories aren't about being accurate. They're about making sense of who you are now. And the version of the past you remember says more about your present than your history. So yeah, your brain edits memories every time you recall them. And it's been doing it your entire life, which makes you wonder, what's one memory you're absolutely sure about? That might already be a remix? Think about that. And maybe, don't trust your brain too much.